A few months ago, I saw a piece of art, and it was of a man sat in the centre of the frame on a very large sofa, and he was in a very dimly lit room. It almost looked like it had no power, and at the edge of the sofa was a human-sized cutout of Barbie, and beside her was a Hoover, or a vacuum cleaner. And I remember when I saw that piece of art, I thought, damn, that must be about the patriarchy. I wonder if it has a deeper meaning or something completely different to what I first thought it was about. So I went to learn more, and I saw that piece only had 2 people like it. And it made me question, was that even art? Or was that someone who genuinely believes that that cardboard cutout is their partner? It left a very eerie feeling, so I just swiped, and I hadn't seen that piece ever since. But that doesn't mean I have forgotten it. It planted a seed in my mind that continues to grow, continues to germinate. It's made me really question what the line is between artistry and insanity. Take Vincent van Gogh, for example. He cut off his whole ear. He's a fascinating character, but his art is deeply, deeply beautiful. And as I reflect on it more, I'm questioning, does him and his insanity make his art even more beautiful? I believe the artist and the art are 2 separate beings, but they are entwined a bit like lovers. You can separate them, but there will always be something that connects the 2. It's like a mother and a child, right? Or Rumi, one of my favourite poets ever. He was drunk, he was in love, his eyes were wide open, his heart was like a gate that took off its doors, it was just wide open. The way he would write about his friends, for example, people would think they were lovers. The artist is a beautiful type of person, and I believe we all naturally have that artist within us. As I say art, maybe I mean expression, but we all have those inclinations within us. A child who hears music naturally ends up moving their body. It's fascinating, and as we grow older we suppress those parts, so we don't resonate with those parts as much. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's a fascinating observation. But those who actually embody the artist more and more, or fall deeper and deeper into acceptance of those parts of themselves, I've noticed carry themselves so much more differently than those who suppress it or don't necessarily resonate with that aspect of themselves. Because the artist has to learn how to make themselves untamed, how to let themselves be misunderstood, to not follow the rule book, but to follow their heart. And ultimately, that spreads into all aspects of their life. Poetry, you don't question if anyone will like it or not, if you're coming from that space. It sort of just feels like an outlet, at least from my experience. When I get an idea to write a poem, I cannot stop thinking about it until it's done, and even once it's done, it's a refinement. It's almost like taking off the dust to get to the gold that's pre-existing. It's a journey to get there. Your gifts aren't for you, it's for everyone around you. You are the messenger, you are the vessel. And the more you allow it to come through you, the easier it is to express it and get it out. The less discomfort is kept in your vessel. But the artists, because they are so untamed in terms of expression, that bleeds into all aspects of their life. You'll notice that either they are very talkative or very quiet. They carry themselves in this comfortability of being untamed, of not conforming, not out of protest, but out of being. because those things that they conform to are not necessarily the things that resonate and feel aligned with the artist, and they realize they have the freedom to deviate from structures. But also there's a beauty in the artist of letting themselves be misunderstood, because even that piece that I saw, that could very well be art. But the way that I've taken it away is so different to perhaps what the intention was behind it in the first place. But that's led to a beautiful revelation within me, to continue deepening into this reflection of artistry versus insanity. The artist should be comfortable letting themselves be misunderstood, because it wasn't for them. That piece wasn't for them. But yeah. Alright. Good night.